Sewage issues caused mold at a new West Campus apartment. We'll tell you how many students have been affected and what is being done.
Longhorn Racing just got a boost in funds. Find out what they plan to do with the donation.
This summer brought record heat and continued drought. Georgetown is finding new ways to conserve water.
Reporting Texas TV starts now.
I'm Ivy Fowler.
And I'm Madeline Lambert.
Some students who are living in the Rambler apartments in West Campus are having to move into hotels.
This new complex just opened in Austin but is dealing with sewage and mold issues. Reporter Nicole Iannelli is live in the studio to tell us what's going on.
With Rambler's upcoming inspection, I went to check how students were adjusting to the new complex, but I ended up learning there are several issues that have forced some students to relocate.
This is Elle Mertz's bathtub. The walls had to be ripped out after mold developed from a sewage problem in the building.
I look at my tub and it's filled with brown. It's been releasing this odor, a really foul odor. Then I come to find out a few weeks later that it was human feces that was in my tub, and they didn't disclose that to me.
Elle is now living in a hotel waiting for the problem to be fixed.
It took 2 months for them to even address the problem. They called me and day of were like, we can put you in a hotel, but you have to move out right now. No 24-hour notice with it.
But this is not the first time Rambler has had problems. In August, Rambler management told students the night before move-in they failed a fire inspection and move-in would be pushed back.
They told us the night before that we had to find a new place to live for the week.
While the complex awaits the upcoming inspections, the halls of the 6th floor are lined with fans and the rooms are covered in plastic and hazard tape after mold developed from a sewage problem, forcing over 100 students to relocate again.
Current management did not want to comment when we requested an interview, but a former employee says the apartment complex will do whatever it takes to help relocate students and provide the needs for them.
I think if it does come down to that, Rambler will take care of the situation. Whenever I worked there, they guaranteed all students would have financials accommodated for.
For residents like Elle, she just wants to know when she can move back in and when she will have a functioning apartment.
And they just continue to not give us answers.
According to residents, all 7 floors of Rambler are now being infested with mold, and every resident is in risk of moving out. Live in the studio, Nicole Iannelli, reporting Texas TV.
$1.5 billion. That is how much the Texas House Appropriations Committee approved for more barriers along the Texas-Mexico border. The committee has advanced this bill after a vote of 14-9 on Monday. This would allow Governor Greg Abbott to continue his efforts to create more border infrastructure along 1,200-mile border. While Democrat committee members say this bill is too expensive and ineffective, many Republican members believe it is a necessary step towards border control.
We have a problem on our southern border of millions of people crossing over illegally. I think we are coming back every session that we have to do everything that we have to do to secure this border.
Around 50 miles of new barriers could be built with the new investment. Jetton says the newly funded sections of the wall should be complete by 2025 if this bill passes to the House.
A man in North Austin was fatally shot by Austin police on Sunday night. APD received a call that a man was threatening his wife and child inside an apartment off of Northgate Boulevard. After the suspect failed to leave the apartment, APD called in a SWAT team. According to APD interim police chief, officers worried the other 2 people in the apartment were in danger and injured themselves. The suspect began shooting at the officers who returned fire. Body camera footage should be released soon. One proposition on the November ballot aims to make being a homeowner more affordable. It's called the Property Tax Relief Bill, or Proposition 4. The bill would provide a tax cut that would give money to schools and lower property taxes. One lawmaker says that as Austin's cost of living rises, this could be a solution.
Rate compression, which means the state of Texas is going to pay for more of the homeowners' property taxes when it comes to school districts, which is the largest portion of your tax bill. And then there's going to be some appraisal reforms and some accountability reforms when it comes to appraisals. That's also going to be in Prop 4 too. So it's a huge win for taxpayers.
Early voting is underway and ends November 3rd. Election Day will be November 7th.
On campus, students celebrated UT's annual Free Speech Week. Every year, the Moody College of Communication hosts events to honor the freedoms of speech, press, and expression. These privileges are central to the college's teachings.
That's why free speech is so important. It defines us as people, and it allows us to define ourselves as people. And I think that's the most important thing when it comes to free speech.
That was Jet Sullivan. He's an RTF freshman who took home the $500 prize for his video celebrating free speech.
Union Underground has some cool new changes. Find out what's available for students to use now.
A Texas standoff for the history books. Annabella Cooper has the highlights of Sunday's MLB Rangers-Astros championship game.
It's okay. I just need you to listen to me.
I know that a lot of times, Mom, it might not seem like I'm listening to you, but I am. I hear you. And what you say really does matter to me.
I mean, let's be honest. No kid likes rules, but I get why we have them. I hear you, and I know it's because you care.
All the talks we've had over the years, including what you've told me about not using alcohol and other drugs, they stick with me. And believe it or not, they really do make a difference, especially at times that matter most.
Hey, want a drink?
No thanks, I'm good. So thank you, Dad, for talking and preparing me for what's ahead.
Thanks, Mom, for never giving up and always being my biggest fan.
Thank you for letting me know what you expect, so I can try to meet your expectations.
Thank you for talking.
For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is me? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, backpack kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
If you walked by, the Union Underground looks a little different. There may be fewer pool tables now, but something new has been installed at the historic hangout spot. Robert Lilling is live in the news studio, and he's going to tell us all about it. Hey, Robert, can you tell me what was different? What's new? What's your favorite game out there now?
I really saw a lot of people playing Mario Kart, and that really piqued my interest there, so I got a few games in. But with October's opening of the Alienware Longhorn Esports Arena, I got to check out what the new facility has to offer and how it's giving students another way to have some recreational fun. Bowling lanes, billiards, foosball, and now PCs. The latest age of recreation has reached UT's campus.
Both students as well as non-students, they come into the underground for the first time since the arena's open, and it's like, wow, the mothership is here.
In mid-October, the university opened up their new Alienware Longhorn Esports Arena, a new facility for video game lovers to share and exercise their passion.
For the last 8 years, I've been telling the university, this is something that we need to build, and we finally built it. So it's basically a dream come true.
Located in the Union's underground, the newly built arena has 30 desktops, multiple TVs, and a varsity room strictly for the Longhorn gaming teams to compete.
I'm very excited for the varsity space, which will allow our teams space to practice consistently, which has a whole bunch of huge benefits.
The new facility isn't reserved just for the Longhorn gaming teams to practice. In addition to bowling, playing pool, or air hockey, many students can casually come to the Union Underground in their free time to play a quick game or two. Even though the arena opened just this month, it's only a new chapter to an already extensive history of the Union Underground that has been around for over 60 years.
It's a kind of the retro with bowling, and then we've got the modern new with esports gaming.
Official UT EID students can also sign into their own gamer accounts at the new esports arena, just as if they are playing from their own homes. Live in the studio, Robert Gonsolin reporting Texas TV.
A petting zoo and snow cones were just a few of the attractions at the Moody College of Communication's birthday bash. The festivities were to celebrate 10 years since the Moody College of Communication got its name. The college was dubbed Moody in 2013 after a $50 million donation from the Moody Foundation. Since then, the college has undergone numerous expansions, including a whole new building, the G.B. Dealey Center for New Media.
The opportunity to see the growth of our centers, institutes, and programs, our student services, I think our building spaces, those are the places where you really notice the change.
These changes may have had a hand in why Moody has been ranked as one of the top communications programs for the last 10 years. 3 UT engineering students will soon find out if they will attend college for free. A vehicle finance company gave out 3 full-ride scholarships and gifted $25,000 to Longhorn Racing. The reason? The need for more engineers in the auto industry. The team usually builds their cars from scratch, and this donation will primarily go towards parts.
It's really great for the students because the scholarships the students are going to receive will cover completely their tuition and educational expenses every year for 4 years.
The recipients for these scholarships have not been selected. Those wishing to apply can do so soon.
This week was full of humidity and rain. Stick around to see if you need your umbrella this hollow weekend.
Last weekend, Austinites pulled out their red dresses and ate cake by the ocean. Jonas Brothers played Moody Center on Sunday. After the break, we'll give you a look at the band's performance.
Look! 911, where's your emergency?
Everyone's on their way. What happened? Your friend's not breathing. She's dead? Yes, please get my mom and dad. Oh my God!
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
Wash hands now. Wash hands now. Wash hands now. Wash hands now.
Hand washing is one of the best ways to stay healthy all year long.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Geez, well, it feels like the sun has not peeked out in days.
I cannot stand this humidity. It's been all day.
I very much agree. Unfortunately, those gray skies will not be stopping soon, and your Halloween plans could be sabotaged by the cold weather. Today, UT students had their umbrella in hand, and I only had a rain poncho, so that unfortunately did not help me that much. That would be because it pours at times. In the past 24 hours, the Austin area has received anywhere between a ½ inch to 3 inches of rain. A flash flood warning indicating severe thunderstorms was issued by the National Weather Service this morning. That expired at 3 p.m. Tonight, there's a 35% chance of scattered thunderstorms until 6 p.m. with partly cloudy skies. Humidity is at 95%. Tonight's low is 73 degrees. Tomorrow will also be mostly cloudy with a 55% chance of thunderstorms throughout the day. The high will be around 82 degrees. When you head out for Friday night, it will still be warm in the 70s, but you can expect the humidity to stay about the same as today. Saturday, just as Texas comes back with another football game, there will be scattered thunderstorms in the morning and partly cloudy the rest of the day with a high of 82 and a low of 70 degrees. If you're planning to do any early morning tailgates, I would rethink that. Fortunately, it looks like it will clear up in time for the 2:30 kickoff. Sunday, while the day will start out around 79 degrees, there will be a drastic temperature drop to 42 degrees at night. There will be a 60% chance of rain. Next week, temperatures will continue to be chilly from Sunday forward. To us not used to the cold, this will make us want to crank up the heat inside. On Halloween night, it will be a low of 38 degrees and a high of 53. Seems like I might have to reconsider my Halloween costume on Tuesday.
If it's going to be this cold, I'm going to stay inside. I'm going to watch spooky movies, do something with my family, and just hang out.
You know, rain or shine, I think I'm going to be out there, guys. I've been looking forward to this Halloween, but maybe I'll come join you for that movie. Who knows? A sneak peek at the upcoming UT women's basketball season, how the team played at their orange versus white scrimmage, and which players to keep an eye on.
As homecoming season is upon us, months kept getting bigger. We'll show you McNeil High School how they made theirs.
Yeah, he was my closest friend. He was like my brother to me.
911.
What is your emergency?
It looks like a very bad collision.
I didn't believe it at first, but after a couple days, it hit me.
I think there might be fatalities.
And he was always laughing, always playing jokes on somebody. I missed out a lot about him.
He's bleeding pretty bad.
I didn't plan to stay long.
I didn't plan to have even one drink. So of course I didn't plan to have a few more. I didn't plan a sober ride home. And they definitely didn't plan to end up like this.
Don't wait until it's too late. Plan while you can at soberrides.org. Drink, drive, go to jail.
The hardest thing with mental health is it becomes a spiral. And sometimes all you literally need is a little catalyst to help you to stop.
When I'm in pain or when I'm suffering, I have a really hard time reaching out and asking for help.
I know it's so hard to talk about mental health, but when you don't talk about it, you feel more isolated, you feel more alone.
If you feel something in your gut, if you feel something's wrong, you should, talk to them about that.
Sometimes starting a conversation with someone about their mental health can seem awkward, but your support can make a huge difference.
And I think that that's hopeful in those really dark times.
You might not know what to say, but there are a lot of things you can say to open things up.
I know you're going through some stuff, and I want you to know I'm here.
I deal with the same issues as well.
Maybe it's me, but I was wondering if you're all right.
Learn more about how to start the conversation at seizetheawkward.org.
Good evening, I'm Annabella Cooper with this week's update on sports. Texas football survived their first in-conference game against the Houston Cougars with a 31-24 victory. It was a battle for the Longhorns during the third quarter with quarterback Quinn Ewers coming out of the game. Malik Murphy led the Longhorns to the final touchdown to put Texas on top. Ewers is listed as week-to-week with his shoulder injury, but Coach Sark isn't worried.
No, we've got two quality players at that position that they've got a great supporting cast around them with a good O-line, good runners, good receivers. So, we'll devise a plan, whoever that quarterback is, hopefully to have success in the next ball game.
Coach Sark says both Malik Murphy and Arch Manning have been practicing with the first team this week. The Longhorns play BYU this Saturday at DKR, and kickoff is at 2:30. The Texas women's basketball orange versus white scrimmage gave a sneak peek to fans of what this season has in store. The team is mostly veterans, but freshman Madison Booker lived up to the anticipation with her name. She's a 3-time USA basketball gold medalist and number 12 from her recruiting class. Coach Schaefer says this could potentially be a top 10 team all throughout the season and looks forward to what the team will accomplish.
And favorites in our league is a lot comes with that. So right now we're trying to walk the walk and work every day, and they've been doing that. So I'm really proud of them.
The Orange team took the lead with a 72-68 win. The first game of the season is November 8th against Southern University. The team encourages students and families to come out to the Moody Center to watch. For the first time ever, the two Texas MLB teams played each other in the American League Championship Series. In a 7-game showdown against the Astros, the Rangers celebrated their 11-4 win that secured their spot to play in the World Series. Record-breaking Rangers Aldolis Garcia has been named the MVP for the ALCS.
You go to World Series, it's obvious you have the talent, but this team has played with as much heart and determination as any club I've had, and they've all have, but it's just amazing how they kept getting up.
The Arizona Diamondbacks prevailed over the Phillies in Game 7 and will face the Rangers in Game 1 of the World Series tomorrow. It has been over 10 years for both teams to win their championship leagues and make it to the World Series.
How about the Rangers?
Oh, I'm more of an Astros fan myself, but I guess one Texas team is good for the World Series.
I am so excited to see the game this weekend. I will be tuned in.
I don't think I'm going to be able to make it to the game, guys, but I'll let you guys fight out that rivalry elsewhere. May the best team win for sure. South Congress is a staple in Austin to shop and dine. Find out why it was ranked one of the trendiest neighborhoods by Architectural Digest.
Artwork and designs made an impact on water conservation in Georgetown. We'll tell you how it benefits the city.
This visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter what you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
Beautiful hills and highways of green. Wouldn't it be better if they were clean? Only takes one person to make things right. So join hand in hand and protect our countrysides. One person starts and another follows through. Well, don't mess with Texas. It starts with you.
I'm Whitney K. Lane. Remember, y'all, don't mess with Texas.
The moment you see those flashing lights, you think, this can't happen to me. I have work tomorrow. I have responsibilities. I can't just stop my life and deal with these consequences. I lost a girlfriend because she didn't want anything to do with me. I lost a job because I didn't show up the next day because I was in jail. Everybody's getting ahead, going to school, and you're just kind of stuck in limbo dealing with this.
Hey there, Texas. Jensen Ackles here. There's a lot of scary stuff out there. But you know what's really scary? Distracted drivers. With their heads down, they're texting, they're swerving, blowing through stop signs and red lights. Not cool, yo. And not safe. And one other thing, it's not legal either. That's right. There's a new statewide Texas law that says you can't read, write, or send a text while driving. So heads up, Texas. Keep your eyes on the road.
Talk, text, crash. Brought to you by TxDOT.
Architectural Digest listed South Congress as one of the trendiest neighborhoods in the country. Monkey See, Monkey Do is an electric shop on the street that's been serving customers toys, games, and gifts for 18 years. Manager Stephen Almager says the street had a reputation for crime until the early 2000s. What changed? Almager attributes it to small businesses moving in.
Trendiest neighborhoods in the country is a testament to the small business kind of structure that laid the foundation for what South Congress is now.
South Congress is rapidly changing and welcoming bigger businesses, but Almager hopes it will never lose all the businesses that helped it grow into the thriving neighborhood it is today.
It was not Nick, Joe, or Kevin's first rodeo in Austin Sunday night. Neither was it for UT students. Members of UT Greek were offered an exclusive and limited-time $20 ticket for the second show at the Moody Center. The pop rock band played all 5 of their albums, ranging from the early 2000s to their Disney days. The performance took fans on a trip down memory lane. The brothers also included hits from their days apart like Jealous and Cake by the Ocean.
Everything's bigger in Texas. Inside McNeil High School lies a 28-foot-long mum. The floral design class, which is part of the agricultural program, took nearly 40 hours to complete. According to the Round Rock Independent School District, the top of the mum is bigger than the bed of a pickup truck. The enormous mum pays a huge tribute to a homecoming tradition that has been around since the 1900s.
Georgetown's South Main Arts Festival was this weekend. Both art and water conservation were meshed together. Mariela Villela is live in the studio with the story.
The city of Georgetown is bringing awareness to water conservation in a fun, artistic way through their Painted Rain Barrel project.
It was all about the art in Georgetown, as Main Street was transformed into a place for performers. A public art mural let anyone spray paint on stretch wrap.
Georgetown is really proud of our downtown. But we want to maintain the charm of our downtown. That's what people love, and that's what they love to come see.
The second annual South Main Arts Festival was more than art on canvas. They were showing the art of saving water. The city of Georgetown's water conservation team is bringing awareness to water conservation through their Painted Rain Barrel project.
If we use rain barrels, then we can collect the rainwater when we're getting rain. But we can use that water to irrigate and water our plants rather than using our clean drinking water.
Funds from the silent auction go to water conservation education and outreach materials for Georgetown Independent School District.
Kids are such great sources. They're eager to learn about this stuff, and they'll soak it up and they'll take it home. They'll encourage their parents to also be mindful about water conservation.
Providing students with educational coloring and activity books on water conservation. Karen Berkeley bid on one of the rain barrels.
I wanted to come out and take a look at the art that was done on the rain barrels because they can look so fantastic, and they all did a great job.
Rainwater collected can be used as an alternative to watering your lawn, but Berkeley says she took out her lawn at home.
Water conservation is so important. We all need to think about how we're using our water.
DS says if you're a water customer, you can apply for a rebate with the City of Georgetown when you purchase a rain barrel and get it added to your utility account bill. For more information, you can go to reportingtexastv.com. Live in the studio, Mariela Villela, Reporting Texas TV.
Mariela, thanks so much. And if you have a rain barrel, chances are it's probably full.
It feels like it's been raining nonstop all week.
Oh yeah, first it was the rain, and the next big weather story will be the cold. With Halloween coming up Tuesday, we're expecting another big change in the forecast. Beginning Sunday night, we're expecting temperatures to drop into the 40s, and they won't climb much above that all Monday. Tuesday, when you head out for the Halloween fun, pack a jacket because the low that night is around 38 degrees.
Thank you, Paulina, and thank you for joining us tonight on Reporting Texas TV.
If you would like to check out any of our stories or our newscasts, please visit reportingtexas.com. We'll see you next Thursday. Good night.